Everyone knows how big and powerful the intelligence agencies are. Everyone has heard of the NSA and the CIA and the other agencies around the world who have the same capabilities to spy on you and track everything that you do. Unfortunately, most people, it seems, are okay with this. What most people may not realize is that private companies like Google and Facebook and many others also share some of the same abilities to watch every move you make and gather as much information on you as possible, including information about your friends and your family. It could be argued that these private companies are in fact in a better position to gather more information on you because people are willingly handing it over to them, compared to the governments who are supposed to be limited in the way they acquire such information. With that said, the government has formed a close relationship with these supposed private companies, even working directly with many of these companies who can operate more freely while creating a safety buffer for the government who could always deny any knowledge of illegal gathering or misuse of any collected data, or simply fire the company, or impose fines and say justice has been served. As technology continues to evolve and affect our daily lives, it is also being weaponized. Your information that is on these social media sites is so valuable to the defense and intelligence communities that it has revolutionized their intelligence gathering methods. The information gathered has been used to target people and manipulate them or change the way they think about something. This information is also extremely valuable to companies who want to sell you things. It has also created a boom in private corporations, often run by former insiders who contract with the government and specialize in many fields, including behavioral science and behavioral technology. Well, a scandal involving one of these private contractors just happened, and their name is Cambridge Analytica. And they were just accused of harvesting private information on about 50 million Facebook users and exploited that information for political goals. Specifically, they are accused of helping Donald Trump win the presidential election. Yes, that's right. Now there is another scandal involving Trump and the election, as the Russia Collusion Special Counsel continues, despite the House Intelligence Committee voting that they have found no evidence of collusion between Trump and Russia. The company in question in this Facebook scandal is reported to have ties to Trump, as billionaire and Trump campaign donor Robert Mercer now owns the company, which has a past client list which includes the British Ministry of Defense, the Department of Defense, the Department of State, the CIA, the Defense Intelligence Agency, and NATO. Many people are very upset with Facebook due to this privacy breach and have been deleting their accounts. But is it really possible to delete your Facebook account? Now, what will come out of this scandal remains to be seen, as the investigation is just underway. But this scandal raises some very important questions, such as the tactics and cyber operations that people are being subjected to by governments and private companies, who are using weaponized propaganda methods developed by the military and the CIA during the Cold War. These methods are so effective that they have been used to swing elections, overthrow governments, stir up civil unrest, and promote wars. Now, it's up to us to explore solutions to safeguard against this military-grade psychological and cyber warfare we are being unknowingly exposed to. For more information on the close relationship between the government, specifically the intelligence community, and Silicon Valley, social media, and the surveillance state, see Kurt Nimmo's excellent video report exclusively at newsbud.com, or you can watch it now at Newsbud Vimeo On Demand. Now, right now, Newsbud is running a 20+% discount on annual subscriptions. Your subscription will get you instant access to hundreds of exclusive videos, articles, and much more from the Newsbud team. This is a limited special that is going to be ending very soon, so take advantage of the savings and join today. Now, let's take a quick look at what Newsbud members got just in the last week of their monthly or annual subscription. Our Russia expert examines new information in the case of the Russian double agent who was poisoned in the UK. Our China expert breaks down the trade war between Trump and China. Our financial expert reveals why the Rothschilds and Rockefellers didn't make the Forbes billionaire list. But first, this week on Newsbud's Geopolitical Report, Kurt Nimmo pulls back the curtain on the black budget for the U.S. government, exposing a massive black hole that sucks in trillions of dollars of your tax money for top-secret operations while remaining in the shadows, with no accountability or oversight, as even Congress is kept in the dark.
Although we know little about the CIA's current black projects, there is plenty of evidence of covert activities since the end of the Second World War, including Operation Paperclip, Mockingbird, MK Ultra, and Gladio. It's documented that Operation Paperclip imported a number of Nazi scientists involved in high-tech projects. CIA black ops are well known. From covert and special operations against Saddam Hussein, involvement in narcotics trafficking, the overthrow of dozens of governments and leaders, and association with organized crime syndicates, including the Mexican drug cartels.
This is a fantastic video report by Newsbud's Kurt Nimmo, and it's exclusively available for members at newsbud.com. Non-members can watch it now at Newsbud Vimeo On Demand. Each week on Newsbud's Russian Newspaper Monitor, Professor Philip Kovacevic deconstructs the headlines in the Russian newspapers while providing expert analysis. In this week's episode, Professor Kovacevic examines what the Russian media is saying about the assassination attempt against double agent Sergei Skripal. In addition to covering what the Russians are reporting, Professor Kovacevic also provides expert analysis that deconstructs what is being reported by both sides. As someone who has been closely following this case, I was made aware of important information that was not previously available to me. All this and much more in this jam-packed 22-minute episode. This is must-see news and analysis you will not find anywhere but newsbud.com, so become a member today. And if you want to preview our work, check us out at Newsbud Vimeo On Demand. China has been in the news a lot lately, and Newsbud has a weekly show called China Watch, which covers all of the latest developments in Asia and beyond, as our Asia expert Peter Lee not only provides the backstory, he also deconstructs whys and hows behind this major competition between the two superpowers, America and China. This week on Newsbud's China Watch, Peter Lee breaks down the big moves made by the Trump administration in order to shut down a massive Chinese business deal, as the U.S. is trying to counter China in order to secure its future dominance over the technology industry. Plus, find out about the prospects of regional war over a key ally in East Asia. This is another must-watch episode of Newsbud's China Watch, and it's available right now for members at newsbud.com. Non-members can watch and share at Newsbud Vimeo On Demand. This week there was another big shakeup in the Trump administration as President Trump replaced his national security advisor, General McMaster, with John Bolton, who served in the Bush administration. Find out what to expect from Bolton as Kurt Nimmo exposes his allegiance and support of Israel and the neocons, among others. Will Bolton be better or worse than McMaster was? We'll find out in this Newsbud exclusive, as Bolton has a track record that cannot be ignored or dismissed. This is an important article that everyone needs to read right now, and the full article is available for members exclusively at newsbud.com. This week, Newsbud's financial expert Pi Ian breaks down the newly released list of the world's wealthiest billionaires. Find out why the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers are not on that list. And it's not because of the size of their fortunes. Do the Rothschilds and Rockefellers have more influence and money than the supposedly richest and most powerful people in the world? If so, why is this information not being widely reported? Find out all this and more in this jam-packed 54-minute episode that is available right now for members at newsbud.com. Non-members, Vimeo On Demand is your ticket. This week, Newsbud published a report focusing on Syria and the way news is covered and disseminated on the internet. We also examine the work and conduct of Vanessa Beeley and Eva Bartlett, including questionable reporting from these two and the vicious attacks and tactics they have used to target anyone who does not agree with them or questions them. This includes attacking Syrians, activists, calling doctors terrorists, and calling for journalists to be jailed, and many more disturbing examples. The full report is backed up with documentation and first-hand accounts from several witnesses. If you haven't seen the full 1-hour-plus report yet, make your way to newsbud.com. If you want to preview our latest work, you can go to Newsbud Vimeo On Demand. When you subscribe or buy the Newsbud DVDs or rent videos from Vimeo, you are supporting a 100% independent and nonpartisan news organization committed to bringing you the latest news and analysis without the fluff or spin. So be sure to sign up today, as it costs practically nothing. Newsbud also offers our own aggregated news, and we call it Sabelle's Picks. It's the best source for aggregated news online. Newsbud's founder, Sabelle Edmonds, handpicks each story herself, and you get about 90 links a week of the most important and blacked out stories. If you're not already a member yet, why not join today and give us a shot? There is no contract or obligation. It costs practically nothing, and your subscription allows this independent news organization to continue to operate. Your subscription also provides you with unlimited access to all the exclusive content we produce here each and every week at Newsbud, including the videos, articles, interviews, roundtables, and much more. You will not be disappointed. And don't forget, right now, for a limited time, Newsbud is running a special 20% discount for anyone who signs up for a yearly subscription. This offer will be ending very soon, so be sure to sign up today. For all of us here at Newsbud, thank you for your support and stay tuned for next week's lineup.